you have about half a second to about 2 seconds to hook someone in with your video or your photo, or they scroll away. So one of the best ways is to have a really nice outfit on. Fashion opens doors for you that you never expected. I would not be here talking to you right now if I did not have the style I have. I took the risk of, okay, I got to try to find my style. So I did different trial and error. I decided to try this style that I liked, and eventually I found my style. And it's called Dopamine Dressing. In Dubai, there are so many big players here. You don't know who you're going to meet in a day. So literally, if you dress up really nicely and you go somewhere for lunch, for example, with your friend, and then another person comes up to you, they could be a multi-millionaire, and they could be like, who are you? I want to learn more about you. This could be an investor for your brand, for your business idea. This could lead to so many things. So I tell everyone, every single day is a reason to get dressed up.
What 3 steps would you give someone who wants to portray themselves more seriously through fashion?
I would say, okay, you got to ask yourself 3 questions. Who am I? Whose style do I like? And
go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Talknovate, your favorite technology, innovation and entrepreneurship podcast. I'm your host, Ruki, and today I'm very excited because I'm going to spice things up a little bit. So I have an international fashion stylist here on the show today. His name is Bhavninder Sanghera.
yes, you got it right. You got it.
Yeah, I was quite nervous about the Sanghera part, but
you got it. Thank you so much for having me, Ruki. My name is Bhav, and I'm from Sydney. I'm born in Sydney, 25 years of my life in Sydney, and now I've moved to Dubai in December. So it's been about 4 months of me living in this beautiful city.
Welcome to Dubai.
I love it in so many ways. It's almost the opposite of Australia to me, and it's just so welcoming to foreigners. It boosts you so much in terms of, you know, content, exposure, networking. People here love to network with each other.
Oh,
they
that's
love
so
to,
true.
Yeah, they love
That's
to
so true.
bounce off business ideas. There's no
like
jealousy.
everyone wants to connect, and I've never experienced this anywhere else. I feel like one of my guests shared earlier, and she said that in Dubai, if you want to build a house, everyone's going to be like, you know, I'm going to bring the wood, I'll bring the paint, I'll bring, like, it's so supportive.
It's so supportive.
Just a great environment.
I've never seen anything like this on this scale before, because in Sydney, I mean, I love Australia in so many ways, but in Sydney, people are very jealous. People, you know, when you tell them you're starting a business, no one will support you.
But that is like, in fairness, I feel like that happens almost everywhere in the world. Like, people are just, especially people close to you, like, you're like, are you really sure? Do you want to do that? And they tell you all the things that could go wrong.
It's so bad. We have our own term for it. It's called tall poppy syndrome. I mean, I know you lived in London before, so it's kind of like crabs in a bucket mentality. But you know how bad it is when you have its own name, right? So,
it is bad. It is. But I feel like you have to have like a very strong will.
You do.
You really do. Especially coming from like, okay, so like I'm Nigerian, and then in Africa, we are very big on education. So like growing up, I've always been creative, but then your family expects you to be an engineer, a doctor, you know, like one of those things. So if you want to be like a stylist, like they just look at you like you're not serious with your life.
That's exactly what happened to me.
Okay, really? A stylist?
Yeah.
Are you sure? And then they start sending you job openings.
You know what? I was actually in law school, and I dropped out of law school in the last year. So to pursue my styling course, personal styling course. I did 4 years of law school. It was depressing. It burnt me out so much.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't giving me the passion that I thought I needed. So I decided to drop out, and I pursued a course in fashion. And, you know, in Australia, working in fashion as a man is very unusual. It's a female-dominated industry, except for modeling. Okay, modeling, there is a bit 50-50. But in anything else, like in my styling school, it was all female. I walked into the room, it was all women.
Well, true, kind of, but I feel like the best, even like the best fashion designers, the best makeup artists, the best stylists, the best hairstylists, they're all male.
True. I mean, there are some exceptions like Vivienne Westwood, Coco Chanel, etc.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think so. But in Australia, it's just the opposite, right? So
Yeah.
I thought like the first day I was there, I felt a bit like, am I meant to be here? Am I meant to
Yeah.
do this?
Yeah.
But you know, the second day happened, the third day happened, the fourth day, and my teacher, her name was Lauren, the best teacher ever. She taught me everything. She put me into her shoes,
Oh, that's so
and
cool.
I just learned everything from her perspective.
Yeah.
And it was filling me with so much passion. Like I walked into a room
Yeah.
learning things, but I actually felt like it was valuable information I was learning. When I was in
Okay.
law school, I thought I was learning like these cases that are so old. Like I was reading like pages, hundreds of pages for homework each day, and expected to come to the course the next day
Yeah.
and sit down and say, okay, I read this all, and did it actually give me any value? Not really.
But something I found interesting, I found that most lawyers are actually very creative. So
Yes.
in Nigeria, there's this super huge actress and movie director. Her name is Funke Akindele, and she actually studied law, but she's not practicing that, and she's like one of the biggest actresses now in that country. My elder sister she studied law, went to law school, did all that, but she's like a very huge editorial photographer. So she's not even like fully using the law anymore. And like there are other people I know. So I'm like, there's something about lawyers and creativity. And then here you are studying
Yeah.
law, and you're like, okay, I need to focus on fashion. That's really nice. Who are your like style icons or
My
fashion
style
icons?
icons, first is Tupac.
Really?
Not many people say Tupac is a style icon.
I didn't expect.
Not many
I didn't
people
expect
say
you to
this.
say Tupac.
One of my favorite artists of all time, Tupac
Yeah.
Shakur. The way he talks about social change, the way he
Yeah.
talks about women in such a good light. Of course, there's some music where he talks about them in a demeaning way.
Rap wall.
But he
Yeah.
was one of the first artists to talk about how beautiful women are, and songs like Changes and things like that. Like you would never hear this from a rapper.
Yeah.
But every outfit this guy wore, you can literally see the charisma just oozing from the screen.
Yeah.
Like he had confidence, he has drip, how people like to say it nowadays. And when I think of fashion, I think of Tupac. I think of A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky, I love A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky is cool. I love A$AP Rocky.
Kanye, I mean nowadays he doesn't really have that style anymore. It's kind
Yeah,
of
he
gone
was-
downhill really fast.
Kanye. I still
Yeah.
love Kanye. He's one of my favorites.
I still love him, but
Yeah.
his style, I don't know like it
Yeah.
anymore. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, back in
Okay.
the day, it was amazing.
Yeah, he was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So for you now is A$AP Rocky,
A$AP Rocky,
Tupac.
I listen to a lot of hip hop, a lot of
Okay.
rap. I love UK music as well.
Okay.
And I think hip hop has always been it talks to me because people are always talking about their struggle. They're talking about hustling. They're talking about becoming better.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to hear. Like when I'm listening to music, I want to listen to about people's struggle and then
Yeah.
where they are now.
Yeah,
know?
it's inspiring to watch.
It's very
actually.
inspiring.
Yeah.
So, and I think music and how artists dress in music videos,
yeah.
it shows the emotion of the song in the music.
So true.
So,
So true.
The Weeknd, one of my favorite artists of all time. Even I have EXO in my name because EXO is a reference to The Weeknd, actually. His music label.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And The Weeknd, every album he does, he creates a whole persona for that album. And the one way that usually shows the identity or the vibe of the album
Yeah.
is through how he dresses. So for After Hours, he had the red suit on.
Yeah.
And that became so iconic. So, if I'm styling an artist, I always tell them, look at The Weeknd, study his music videos.
Yeah.
Look at how he's showcasing the emotion of the song in the way that he uses the fashion. Not just like, he uses many things actually in the music video.
I actually agree with that. There was this song, I can't remember what it is. It was a music video, and his look, like even from like facial features out, like everything was transformed just to
Yeah.
like reflect the
Yeah.
emotions of the song.
Yeah.
So that's really beautiful, actually. So I did a lot of research on you, and I found out that you have Indian roots.
Yes, I
Has
do.
that inspired your style in any way?
So my parents are Punjabi, Punjab is a state in North India.
Okay.
And it's right on the border of Pakistan.
Oh, okay.
So there are some Pakistanis from Punjab that are now in Pakistan. But basically, Punjab it's a lot of farmland. It's a lot of it's just a beautiful area where people are so understanding, and it's different to the hustle and bustle of Mumbai or the big cities, right?
Yeah.
But in Indian culture, one of the things that I really love is the color. There's a lot of color in Indian culture.
Yeah.
And one of the main things is in the traditional clothes, like the lengas for the women, you'll see all kinds of colors: purple, pink, yellow, green, orange, red, every single color.
Yeah.
And my dad, he was a Sikh man, which Sikhism is a religion, and it's one of the main religions in Punjab.
Are those the people who wear this beautiful hats?
Turbans.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So his turbans were always colorful as well. So I was growing up around this and seeing my mum and my dad wearing all these colors.
Yeah.
And then I didn't understand this until about 2 years ago, because I was always thinking, why do I love color so much? Why do I love to wear color? And then I actually thought about it. I was like, of course, it's because my mum and dad are always wearing color.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, it took me so long to understand this. I don't know why. It was like a light bulb moment, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And, I love Indian, the craftsmanship of Indian clothing.
Yeah.
And the way that, there's so much to it. If you see a lenga on a woman or a sari, and you look at the actual details, there's so much happening in this one piece of clothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like Indian, craftsmanship, Indian factories, the clothes that Indians make are some of the best in the world. And now some people will not agree with that, but I believe so.
I would do more research on that.
Yeah. No worries. But I believe,
I love Indian fashion. So like back home in my country, we watch lots of Indian drama. So there's actually a channel, I think it's called Z World.
ZTV.
So they put like English transcription so we can understand it.
Yeah.
So we love all the movies. We love the fashion. Like I love saris. And then the jewelry. I feel like
the jewelry is insane.
Indians have the best jewelry ever.
Yeah.
I love the style.
Jewelry is one of the things that Indians do best. The bangles, the necklaces, the earrings, and even on the fashion shows nowadays, there's been a lot of controversy with high fashion brands copying the jhumkas. So the jhumka is like, it's very hard to explain, but basically it's like an earring that women wear, and we saw it on a lot of runways, and there was a lot of Indian outrage on social media. Women were saying, they're taking our culture, they're appropriating it, and they're selling it for thousands of dollars. And there's even there's another fashion trend. There's many, but there's another one called a dupatta. A dupatta is like a scarf worn around the neck, and it drapes down.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yes, so everyone was calling this Scandinavian scarf, but it was actually Indian. It's an Indian trend. It's called a dupatta. So there's many trends like this, but these are the two main ones, the jhumkas and the dupattas that Italian and French brands have copied. And to be honest, I don't like it because it's copying our culture, it's appropriating it, and it's not giving us anything in return. Like they're saying it's a Scandinavian scarf. Why not just say it's an Indian scarf?
You could just say it's Indian. And
some people think India is such a third world country, that it's such a terrible place that if you put the word India on it, it's going to devalue the brand or something.
Oh, I didn't see it from that angle.
This must be the thinking, honestly, because I'm from Australia and I love Australia so much, but I've been bullied so much for being Indian my whole life.
It does happen. Like when you stand out, you're different. Like people tend to want to. Like even me, like I'm Nigerian, like so I grew up in Nigeria, everybody looks like me, but then Nigerian ladies are usually more flesh, like I don't know how to explain it, they're usually very curvy. And then so growing up I was bullied a lot. They're like, oh you're skinny, like you have the body of a white girl. I'm like, seriously? So like it's just, I feel like if you stand out, people are just always going to throw stones.
That's true.
Yeah.
People will always attack you for anything, really. But I feel like it's just jealousy.
Things are changing now, though. I feel like with the in the digital space now with social media, like everyone is learning about everyone's culture. So there are things being cool. Now, so like I told you how in my country, like people love Indians because we watch all the dramas. We see like the fashion, the saris, and then the beautiful hair and everything. And so I feel like, and even in the Western world, so hopefully, I hope that would reduce now and we'll have more global cultural acceptance. Hopefully.
Hope so. I really hope that we have more acceptance in the world, you know, less negativity.
Yeah. Who are your favorite fashion designers?
My favorite fashion designers, I would first say Alexander McQueen, one of the best couturiers.
The best.
In the world.
Love Alexander McQueen.
His couture collections were amazing,
so
and unfortunately, his mental health was not the best.
Yeah,
and he hated the fashion industry. He hated everything.
I didn't know he hated it. I loved his like the uniqueness of his patterns, his style, very distinct. Like it's just very edgy and you just feel like a king or a queen wearing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I really liked his outfit.
He hated the fashion industry because it's a very cutthroat industry. It's all about money, and you know, creativity is usually seen as the last thing on the menu.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't like the fashion industry either because there's many things wrong with it, and people are backstabbing each other all the time. It's all about money, profit.
Yeah.
And you know, someone so genuine and so authentic like Alexander McQueen, you can hear it in every interview he ever did. You can hear, okay, this guy, he is broken a little bit.
Yeah.
And I want to help him, you know, but unfortunately we can't now because so I just think mental health really, it needs to be emphasized more, especially for really men in creative industries, because there's many other people that are feeling like him. I feel like the world that are working in fashion.
So true. I feel like for me, so like I've been modeling for over a decade part-time, and in my country when I started out professional modeling I just graduated from uni then, and it really affected my mental health because for the first time I found that I thought I was skinny, but for the first time I found out I was big because you go to like auditions and they're like, oh no, you're too curvy, we want more skinny, or you don't look this way, you look like, so it's a lot. It's really like, I feel like
it's
fashion
toxic.
industry
Is toxic.
It is. It's toxic, but I still love it though.
I still love it though. It's a love-hate relationship.
It's a love-hate relationship. Exactly. You have to really have a very thick skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you hear lots of no's, especially.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So how about your career? Like, did you experience lots of no's? How did you get into like the industry?
In about 2017, I was casted by an agency in Bondi Beach. I was just sitting there enjoying my time. Bondi Beach is one of the most beautiful beaches in the world.
Okay.
But at this time I had no confidence. I still am socially anxious. I'm a very introverted person. Even right now, I'm
don't
very
look introverted
Trust me, I'm still introverted. I'm still introverted, but I've got it a lot outside my shell, but I'm still quite introverted, and I still need to recharge every day. Like after this, I'm going to be, my battery's going to be gone and I'm going to have to recharge.
Yeah.
But at this point in time, I was 17 years old, 2017, and this guy came up to me. He's a casting agent. He said, I love your look. You are very tall. I can see you in these big brand campaigns. I feel like you can be the next big star.
Yeah.
I was looking at this guy. I'm like,
what are you saying?
What are you saying, bro? There's no way. Like my self-esteem is like down here. I didn't tell him that, but I said, okay, let's try it. And at this point, I decided, okay, something needs to change. I need to change my grooming. I didn't really have a nice hairstyle, and I decided to look into self-improvement.
Okay.
Started to look into, okay, how can I become more confident? And something YouTubers would always say is your fashion and your grooming. So this I put an emphasis on.
Yeah.
And the first thing I did was, okay, I have social anxiety. I have low confidence. What is the thing that people with social anxiety can do to get outside their comfort zone? And I thought posting on social media is the biggest one, because back then I would post and my heart rate would go like this.
Really?
Because I'm worried about what people think.
Oh my
God.
God.
I would post and I would say, okay, I'll post every day until this feeling goes away.
Oh, okay.
And this is how I started my content journey.
That's really cool. Like,
that
even
is,
me, like, I'm a very shy person. So, like, even doing this podcast, like I told you before we started filming that I'm nervous. So, but I think the more you just face your fears.
The more you face your fears, that's it. It goes away. I don't have that feeling, that crazy feeling anymore. I post now, and I'm like, yay.
That's really cool. But I do have a question for you. So, like, you are entering into modeling and you decided to switch up your style. But there are millions of people across the world, old, young, middle-aged, that want to switch up their style. But they're scared of funding, because many times people just feel like, okay, I want to change my hair, but I want to look this way, but I can't afford a Versace shirt, or I can't, afford an Alexander McQueen outfit. Like, so what would you tell to those people who have a low budget but really want to look better?
So I would say that you do not have to have money to have good style. Like, literally, back then, I was broke, and I would dress in my mom's hand-me-downs. Hand-me-downs is basically clothing from my brothers that were given to me. And the main thing I first started to do was go to thrift stores. Thrift stores are second-hand vintage stores. Yeah. And you can find things for like $10, $20. And the things about vintage stores are, when you walk into a normal store, you see all the trendy clothes, the current clothing. But when you walk into a vintage or thrift store, you're seeing clothes that are from 20, 30 years ago. And you have to actually think, okay, how can I pair this with my style? How can I pair this with my current wardrobe? Yeah. When you go into a normal store, you're not thinking this. You're just thinking, okay, my friend has this animal print. I'm going to buy this right now. And I'm not going to even think how it works with my wardrobe. I'm not going to think if it even aligns with my style, if it aligns with who I am. So I'm just going to buy it because it's a fashion trend, and I want it because everyone else has it and I don't have it yet. Yeah. But when you walk into a thrift store, you're like, okay, this thing's very interesting, but how would I wear it? This is the actual active thinking you're doing. So this is one of the best ways to improve your style, literally. Just go into a thrift store and look at what pieces can you match with your wardrobe.
Can you match together?
Because most people, they shop on autopilot. Yeah. And I tell my clients all the time, you are only wearing 30% of your wardrobe, and 70% of your wardrobe is not being used at all, because the human brain subconsciously will always go to the things that it likes the most. For example, right now I'm wearing blue. If I only like wearing blue, I'm going to go into a store and only buy blue things. Because and it happens on autopilot. We don't think about it. We're just like, oh, this one looks so nice, I'm going to get it. And then when you get home, you're like, wow, actually, I have a shirt that looks exactly like this color. And now it looks like I have two of the same thing. Yeah. So this is something that my clients always do. And I tell them, first of all, when you go shopping, always have a game plan. Okay. Think about what is missing in your wardrobe. And then think of how can you pair what you're about to buy with your current wardrobe. And this will lead to zero impulse buying. This will lead to you actually actively thinking about your style, and this will lead to you having more confidence as well, because when you have pieces in your wardrobe that you can match with other things, mix and match, as I call it, this is one of the best things. And then you will think, okay, I can do 3 outfits with this one pair of pants. Okay, so it's $60. If I buy this one pair of pants, the cost of wearing this, it's actually so much more than just $60. So of course I can go buy it. Yeah. And another thing I would say is, buy things that have no branding. For example, this shirt has no branding. The pants I'm wearing has no branding.
But it looks so good. Like, you put it together. It looks so good together.
When you wear clothes with no branding, the person that's looking at you is forced to look at how you paired each thing together. Yeah. They're not thinking, okay, this is Louis Vuitton. So if he's wearing Louis Vuitton, that must mean he's he's trendy or he's stylish. He's a cool guy. Yeah. No, people look at your style. Wow, I love the way he put that shirt with those pants. I'm going to ask him, what brand is that? Yeah. People always ask me, okay, what are you wearing? What is this? What is that? And they assume that it's already expensive. And this shirt, you don't know what the price is until I tell you. You have no idea what the price of this shirt is. And you don't know the price of these glasses until I tell you. So people will just assume, oh, it must be $600. It's $700 because of the way you mixed and matched it. Yeah. So style is not about how much money you have. It's about your creativity, and it's about how much you know yourself. Okay. If you know yourself well, you will have good style. I feel like this is true. Yeah. And also, if you're not afraid of judgment, if you get outside your comfort zone and stop worrying about what people think, you will have good style. Put these 3 things together. That's all you need.
You're good. And just to circle back on your last statement, so I have a friend who I've been trying to get her to switch up her style, but many times she tells me...
She can call me up and ask for my styling.
Honestly, I think she should call you up. And then, but many times she tells me that, you know, like, I really want to change my style, but I'm not that confident because, like, when you switch up your style, I'm sure you would agree that when you started dressing better and looking more confident, you have more eyes on you.
You do.
Yeah, so if you are battling with low self-esteem or you're a bit shy or nervous, like you feel uncomfortable if everyone is just staring like, okay, who's that person?
Yeah. You know what though? You have to force yourself to stop thinking in a mindset where, okay, people are thinking bad things about me when they're looking.
Yeah.
I know people like me with social anxiety, with which are very introverted. They're going to be like, okay, everyone's looking at me. They must be thinking bad thoughts. This is social anxiety. This is classic social anxiety talking. But you have no idea what they're thinking. And for example, today, okay, someone saw me and then in 3 days' time, someone came up to me and said, you know, I saw you this other day and I wanted to tell you, your outfit looked amazing, you know. So it happened to me so many times.
Wow.
So many times. So you literally have no idea what someone's thinking. Someone could be thinking, they're looking at your style and be like, wow, I love the way he put the shoes with that shirt. Okay, I'm going to do that with my next outfit. People could be thinking things like this. You don't know. Most people are not going to go out of their way to say, nice outfit. Some people will, but most people will not. Some people will smile at you when they walk past you. Some people won't. People are in their own world. So I would just say, you know, always have a mindset where, okay, this outfit today is exactly my style. I love color. I love wearing scarves. I love to wear a lot of jewelry. This is my style. I feel amazing in this. If other people are looking down at me and saying bad things about me, that's on them, honestly. But this is what gives me confidence. And if I decided to just wear all black today and not be Bhav, be someone else, you know, shrink myself to fit other people's standards or other people's negativity, I would not be in the position I'm in today. And I would say that fashion opens doors for you that you never expected.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you so much for saying that, because something I've noticed, especially like in the corporate world, or okay, so I have a background in tech, so like many like techpreneurs, I feel they don't really pay attention to how they look or to their style. I feel most of the time they pay more attention to like the value of their work, their service, but you just see them and you don't really notice. And I feel like the world is changing now, especially this generation. They are more visual now with like social media and stuff. Because if you look at, okay, let's say tech CEOs, like if you look at even Mark Zuckerberg, like he's young, but I remember he came to my country, Nigeria, once, and he was just like on a t-shirt and, you know, jeans. And I mean, I love the simplicity, but at the same time, it's like, oh, okay, but can you switch it up a bit? But I mean, like, he's a billionaire, he doesn't care. But there are other people like that just feel like, okay, let me just focus on my work, what I bring to the table, but my appearance may not really, I don't need to focus on that. But now I'm happy you shared that it does open like lots of doors. So can you speak on that to people who are entrepreneurs but are not paying attention to their personal style?
For example, in Dubai, Dubai is very visual. Everyone here is dressing up. Everyone's putting so much effort into how they dress. And I can give so many examples of just in 4 months' time, people have seen me just walking. For example, in Dubai Mall, I was walking and this person that had this store, there were two sisters. One sister saw me and she came up to me like, you have such a nice style. I want to introduce you to my sister who owns this store. Okay, why not? And then I talked to them. They're from Saudi Arabia, and they were like, "Can you model for my brand?" And this is literally because I was wearing an all green outfit that day. I even recorded a video. I was like, "Wow, this is crazy. This actually happened," you know? And this was like in the first 2 months of me moving here. And you know, this was one of the, you know, I feel like God allows things like this to happen to say, "Okay, you are in the right place." To confirm to you, this is where you should be. Because the same outfit, if I wore it in Australia, this wouldn't happen. Maybe it would, maybe. But I feel like Dubai, Europe, and America, these kinds of places, people really pay attention to your style. But in Australia, kind of seen as an outsider, like, this guy's dressing a bit too different. But it has happened to me in Australia as well. so I can't like say with complete, But basically, I want to say that this has happened to me so many times. There was one time at Wafi Mall as well, and Mall of the Emirates, and I was actually recording a YouTube video one day as well, next to Lamar Beach, in Jumeirah 1. And this woman came up to me, and she does social media for this fashion brand.
Okay.
And she asked me, "Are you an influencer? How many followers do you have?"
Yeah.
Like, I did this, I did that. And she said, "Oh, I have a great idea. We can do some content for you in the store." And it's led to a business opportunity of me styling models inside their store for a luxury resort wear Dubai brand. Like they
this came about just because you had an exceptional style.
I had a great style, and also I was filming a YouTube video, and I was talking to myself. Like basically, the camera was there, talking to myself. And as I finished, she came up to me and she's like, "Oh, who are you?" and this and that. And this is all because of my style. If I was wearing all black, I don't think she would come up to me.
Yeah.
And because she's in the fashion industry, I'm in the fashion industry, and Dubai is very visual. She's like, "This could be someone very important. I have to go meet them."
Wow.
So this is very cool. I can keep going. So basically, people, when they go onto your social media, if you dress differently, if you dress authentically to who you are as a person, and I feel like everyone in the world should dress differently because everyone is different in this world.
Yeah.
No one in this world is the same as another person.
So true.
Literally. So that means everyone's style should be different, right? But unfortunately, it's not like that. Most people dress trendy or like someone else.
Yeah.
Or a lot of people even dress to hide themselves, which is the case in Australia. So
and even in so like I'm Nigerian, and Nigeria, we're very religious people. At the same time, we're very extra. Like we love fashion. So like there are two extremes. There are the people that don't care, that love fashion, that go like the extra mile, and then there are other people that are like, no, if I do that, people will say I'm a bad person, or they'll say like I'm crazy. Like, so it's two sides to the coin.
Yeah.
Actually, but I do feel like looking good and dressing well just opens a whole lot of doors.
It does.
Yeah.
I would not be here talking to you right now if I did not have the style I have. Isn't that
That's
a
true.
crazy, like mind-blowing moment? Like
But
I would
that's
still
so
be
true.
the kid on Bondi Beach with no confidence, with no friends, with nothing in my life.
Yeah.
If I didn't take the risk. My life is all about risk. I took the risk of posting myself on social media, which was seen as very unusual at that time because most people were posting pictures like selfies of food.
Yeah.
If you can remember 2017 Instagram, that was literally it.
Yeah,
it was just very candid moments.
It wasn't so.
It wasn't like outfits.
Like
it wasn't like
now.
outfit pictures.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of hate at the start, and I could have stopped, but I was like, no, I got to keep going. I got to keep pushing myself outside the comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because back then, actually, I was playing video games all day. I would go to high school and then come home, do my homework, play video games because I didn't have any friends. So I would get my social interaction through playing online games. Which is kind of sad if you think about it. But so I decided like I got to stop being in my comfort zone all the time. If you're playing video games, you're eating junk food. You're just in a constant state of comfort.
Going away.
So, I took the risk of, okay, I got to try to find my style. So I did different trial and error. I decided to try this style that I liked. And eventually I found my style. And it's called Dopamine Dressing.
The dopamine dressing.
Dopamine
I think I saw that on your socials, and I'm like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
So can you explain it?
So dopamine dressing is basically dressing to boost your mood. And it's been psychologically proven to boost your mood.
That works.
If you wear color, when you see color, it releases dopamine in your brain. The same feeling that when you scroll on social media, it releases dopamine in your brain as well. That's why when you scroll on social media, it feels so good.
Yeah.
But you can actually release dopamine in a good way by dressing. So this is what I do every day. I dress not based on my mood. I dress because I love fashion. I love color. I love when other people see my style and like, okay, I can be whoever I want to be. Look at Bhav. He dresses in a different way that is not, which is not common. And
so that means if you can do it, then definitely I can do it.
Yeah, that's why I like to be the walking representation of what I preach.
Yeah.
I preach every day, be yourself, express yourself, be authentic to yourself. If other people bring you down, just keep being you.
Yeah.
And I think it's the saddest thing in the world when someone shrinks themselves for other people's opinions and, they stop doing what they're passionate about,
Yeah.
or they stop dressing in a way that aligns with who they are.
Yeah.
Because
they're trying to
yeah.
like fit in the mold.
Because they're trying to fit in the mold, they're trying to
Yeah.
conform to other people. And you know, in Australia, I feel like there's so many people who have tried to do something creative, and the people around them have not been supportive, and the environment doesn't really foster
like,
your
push-
growth.
Yeah.
So they stop making music, they stop working in the fashion industry, they take the traditional path. And there's nothing wrong with university or anything.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that,
There's
but if
nothing
it's not
wrong.
what you really want.
But if it's not what you want,
Yeah,
then why are you
I
doing it?
remember when I started my modeling career, like I had a relative call me up and be like, you know, you finished with a 2-1 in computer science, you can get a very good job that pays you so well. What are you doing? What are you doing in your life?
I mean, it's
So
like,
you
why,
have to keep justifying yourself, and
it's not
just,
their life. Why are they trying to force
exactly.
you to do
I
something
feel like
else?
it was up until recently that I just realized, you know what, I have just this one life, and I'm just gonna do me.
I wish more people
Yeah.
knew that. Like, I wish more people could
But it
realize
took a
that.
long time for me to get here.
Yeah.
There was a time I was photographed on the red carpet in a magazine, and I was so excited, like, oh my God, I showed up on this magazine. And one of my aunties called me, and she's like, what are you doing dressed like that? I'm like, oh no. So because
Look,
of
the aunties
her,
are crazy.
because of her, like, I would go for an event, and when I see like photographers and I'm like, no, I started literally running away because I didn't want to get that like family like pressure.
Yeah.
So, but it took a long time to get here.
You know what? I actually want to talk more about that, because
Yeah.
being Indian, like,
Yeah.
I will get Indian uncles, Indian aunties. They look
Yeah.
at my social media. They're like, this guy, what is he doing? Like, he's bringing shame. He's
honestly-
bringing shame onto the family. I'm like, how am I bringing
Yeah.
shame? I've been on
You're being
GQ. I've been on
authentic,
Vogue.
yeah.
I've been interviewed by ABC News. I've done so many things. You know, like,
They don't see that. Trust me.
Yeah, they see it in such a
Yeah.
negative light, and you know, I don't like talking negative about my country or
Yeah.
my culture.
I-
But there is a
it's-
big negative thing of bringing other Indians down. Like, why?
I think it's an
We should
Asian,
uplift
it's an
each
Asian
other.
and African thing.
Yeah.
Like we have those similarities
I
together.
mean, like, you
but things are
see-
changing now, though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like with the younger generation,
Things are
we're
changing.
like-
Things are changing.
Yeah.
But I still feel like, you know, for example, I meet someone in Australia, and the Indian uncle, they ask, oh, okay, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
And I just pause for 5 seconds and I say, okay, I work in fashion. I'm a fashion stylist. I have my own business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now based in Dubai. And they're like, but I thought you were studying law. And they said it in such a negative way. I'm like,
yeah.
I studied law, but it wasn't filling me with the fire that I wanted, the
Yeah.
passion that I wanted. And then they just take it into this other way. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, okay, this is not why I didn't want to talk.
Yeah, like honestly, to be yourself,
Yeah.
you have to have a very thick skin.
You do,
Regardless of which industry
Yeah.
you're interested in. So let's talk about like dressing for influence. So like even going through your socials, you're quite influential in Australia and even in Dubai here, you're building like a very good reputation here. How would you what 3 steps would you give someone who wants to stop just posting candidates, wants to be taken serious on socials? Because like nowadays, even like getting visas to certain countries, they go through your socials.
Yeah.
Getting certain job opportunities, they go through your socials to profile you to see how serious you look. So what 3 steps would you give someone who wants to portray themselves more seriously through fashion?
This is one of the best questions, and I'm glad you asked it, because content is so powerful. I've been making content since 2017, so about 9 years now.
Yeah.
And I would say that content, just like fashion, opens doors for you.
Yeah.
And building your personal brand, your name on social media, it will lead you to have more opportunities in life. It will lead you to having, you know, things that, like, brands email me with crazy things that I never expected. For example, I got invited to a new resort opening
Wow.
in Bali. And
No.
it's all because they found me through social
Wow.
media. And I've been to Bali before. I made
Yeah.
content for villas, resorts, hotels. I made content for hotels all around the world, in Asia, here in the Middle East, in Australia. And I still get the feeling like, how does this happen? How did they find me? Like,
Yeah.
and I realized, because I post so much on social media. I post 3-4 times a day on social media.
3-4 times a day.
Yeah,
on
I'm
social
always
media.
posting videos, TikToks, things like that, and stories a lot. So content, I feel like people are outside every day. They're doing things. Post it.
Yeah.
And also, one of the main things I always do, I talk to the camera. Take my phone out, or I put a tripod up and I just talk to the camera. I also started my YouTube channel where I just talk about things, about my, basically my whole YouTube channel is around psychology and how psychology and fashion combine.
Oh, nice.
And many people have never thought of fashion like this.
Yeah.
Many people think of fashion as confidence, but they don't go deeper than that. I go deeper, and I actually delve deep into the nitty and the gritty of this subject, and I combine it with my styling experience.
Okay.
So I would just say everyone should be posting content. It's
Okay.
free. Everyone has a phone. Everyone can just record anything they want to, and everyone has something that they want to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has a unique viewpoint on life.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot of mental health struggles, and I've had my dad pass away,
Oh,
and
sorry
I've
to
made
hear that.
it's okay. I've had many things happen to me. I've been at rock bottom, and for me to be here in Dubai, to be allowed to talk on a podcast with you,
Thank
you don't know
you.
how grateful I am to be here.
And
I'm so grateful.
you're here as well.
I'm so happy. You literally messaged me today.
Last night. It was last night?
last night, today.
Or early in the morning?
Yeah. And we made this happen. Like, this
Yeah.
is beautiful to me. This is content. This is literally,
Yeah.
you would not have found me if I didn't post on Threads.
That's so true. Yeah.
This
It
led
was
to an
just
opportunity.
Random, and I'm like, oh my God.
This
I
led
need
to an
get him.
opportunity.
Yeah.
And this is how fast the world moves. If you don't post the content, if you post it in a week's time, it might be too late. So I always tell people, post in
So
the
post
moment.
content.
Don't edit too much. I don't edit my stuff at almost at all. For photo shoots and stuff,
Yeah.
okay, I put a little bit of the light, the brightness up, the shadows down to make it a bit more aesthetic for sure. I mean, it's common, but I don't change my whole face. I don't change this and that. I see girls in Australia.
Okay, now, hold up, because
Okay.
I know all the girls watching are going to be like,
I know. I know it's controversial, right? It's controversial. It's
Yeah.
controversial.
No, but you do have a point, because that wastes time. I have lots of content. So when I first came to Dubai, I'm like, you know what? I want to do this documentary, reality show my experience here, because I absolutely love it here. And then I have so much content I ended up not doing, because I want to extra edits. I want to
Yeah.
make it look this way, look that way. And that just kills your time.
Yeah.
So I like how you just said, don't over edit, just
over-edit.
post regularly.
Yeah, I was gonna say some crazy stuff, but don't worry.
No, trust me. I mean, you can.
Okay, basically, I think one of the saddest things I think is
Yeah.
when a beautiful woman, sits down on her phone and uses Facetune. Because wait, when you use
Okay.
Facetune, you're telling your brain you are not enough as you currently are, and this will psychologically tell yourself, okay, I'm not beautiful enough. I need to go get plastic surgery. I need to look more like this. I need to look more like this person.
Yeah.
Trust me, this is actually really damaging for your mental health.
It is damaging.
So I would say delete Facetune. Don't Photoshop. Don't do nothing like this, because it's one of the worst ways to
Yeah.
damage your mental health. Instagram is actually the worst app for mental health already. You don't want to make it worse by saying, okay, I'm going to do Facetune
Yeah.
because I want to look like everyone else on social media. They're probably editing their photos. You
As
don't know.
well.
You don't know. Trust me, you are as beautiful as you already are. And as a stylist, I've
Yeah.
seen so many women who are 10 out of 10 drop dead gorgeous, and they think of themselves as not enough. They think of themselves as unattractive.
Yeah.
And it's because of all this Facetune. Facetune is so big in Australia, and a lot of people are doing it. And I'm just like, it's one of the worst ways, honestly.
You know what? I feel like the universe is speaking to me right now, because I was at an event 2 days back. So I met one of my role models, and I was like, oh my God, can I take a selfie with you? And it's like, sure. So I took a selfie, but I had a filter. And it's like, why is there a filter here? I don't even look like myself. I'm like, oh my God. And now you're saying again. So I think after this conversation, I'm going to do a 1 week personal challenge where I'm just going to post without over editing or changing my
Honestly,
skin tone
honestly.
or anything.
Because
So,
when you take too much time editing all the time,
yeah.
it's one of the biggest wastes of time, first of all. If you're just posting a photo, you could save so much time just by, okay, little bit of an edit, just a little
Yeah.
bit. Maybe brightening up the eye area is okay.
Yeah.
but changing your whole face or making your nose smaller or anything like this.
Yeah, it's
For example,
more
for
authentic.
me, I used to hate my nose. I would edit it to make it smaller.
Really?
But
many
yeah,
people
yeah.
would kill to have your. People
I
do
know.
surgery to get your nose.
I know. So basically,
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, God gave me this nose,
Mm-hmm.
and my nose is actually one of the biggest features that my dad gave me.
Yeah.
And now my dad is gone. So if I had plastic surgery to reduce my nose,
Yeah.
I would not really look like my dad anymore.
Yeah.
So this was the reality check I had, and I was like, okay, I got to stop editing. And also,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm always saying authenticity on my social media,
Yeah.
and then I'm editing so much, and I'm changing my whole
Then,
face,
Yeah, not being real.
this is like a facade.
Yeah.
It's a lie basically. I'm saying,
Yeah.
oh, being authentic, and then I'm not being authentic myself. So I just
Thank
say,
you for sharing that.
yeah, for content, honestly, don't edit too much. You
Yeah.
know, the funny thing is, the content that I barely edit
Mm-hmm.
gets millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah.
And the content I sat down, edited it for 2 hours, and I wanted to make sure the video was perfect,
Yeah.
4,000 views.
Well, see, so I had this guest on my show. His name is Jamal Muse. He's all over YouTube. Like, if you're in the Middle East,
Yeah, I
you
know him. He's-
most likely would have
he's
seen
huge,
it.
yeah.
And then he told me that he noticed the ads that work better are the ones that you don't over-edit. The ones that you just use a random phone.
Yep.
You just a nice setup, like just something regular, very candid. That's what blows up. But
Yeah.
when you get like a proper studio, lighting, equipment, everything, it's like it's too touched up that
Yeah.
doesn't get as much views as just the organic ones. So,
It's true. Yeah.
But can we talk about dressing? Okay, so you've told us to post regularly. You've told us not to over-edit, to be authentic. But how do we dress up? How do we switch up our style? Because we're judged by that, especially in 2026.
Yeah.
So,
So you have about half a second
Mm-hmm.
to about 2 seconds to hook someone in with your video or your photo.
yeah.
And that is a scary thing. Like basically you have almost no time to tell someone, this is me, this is my content, whatever
just
it is.
scroll away.
Or they scroll away.
Yeah.
So one of the best ways is to have a really nice outfit on. Or
Okay.
dress in a way that's authentic to you.
Okay.
Or have like something different about you that is visual. Because some people watch, actually, I believe it's 60% to 70% of people watch without audio. So if they're watching without audio, first of all, okay, remember to have subtitles on your videos.
Yeah.
Second of all, make sure the visual is interesting in some way.
Okay.
So if your outfit is a bit different, like I like color,
Okay.
someone else might. Someone in Australia that I know really well loves to wear yellow only. So
Oh,
this is
that's
how people.
unique.
This is how people
Yeah.
know him.
Yeah.
And every time you see his video, you know it's straight away him. In less than a second, you know, okay, this is him.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I love to dress in color and the blonde hair and sunglasses.
Yeah.
These are the three things usually
Yeah.
I always have: blonde hair, sunglasses on, and crazy outfit.
Yeah.
So I would say find what is your thing,
Mm-hmm.
and find something that people will instantly recognize you as. So if you're wanting to improve your style and improve your visual presence on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, okay, you got to ask yourself 3 questions. Who
Okay.
am I? Whose style do I like?
Mm-hmm.
And what do I want to aspire to look like? These are the 3 questions you should ask.
Yeah.
And then go into a Pinterest board and title it My Style and just search for those people that you said. For example, you might like Kanye. Search
Yeah.
Kanye style and just save the ones that you really like, the pins, the images. Save it to the board and don't copy the style. Just copy the small things that you really like. Okay, for example, I really like the way Kanye wears sneakers. Okay, the sneakers, let me try to put more emphasis on my sneakers or maybe a bit more of a baggy kind of pant.
Yeah.
Something like this. And eventually you'll find your style. But you have to go outside of the comfort zone. You got to go outside of your mold.
Yeah.
Everyone in this world usually is dressing on autopilot. So they're not even thinking of anything. They're just thinking subconsciously usually.
Yeah.
And in the morning, you should always be thinking, okay,
How
today,
do I show up?
yeah, today I have this meeting. Okay, for this meeting, this person that I'm talking to, I'm going to pitch my idea to them. I need to dress in a way that shows that I'm professional, that shows that I put effort into my appearance, and it shows that I pay attention to the details,
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah.
And when you go into the meeting, the person might not say anything, but as soon as they see you, the energy of the room changes. And when you dress confidently, fashion is energy, therefore people can sense the energy, and it could lead you to do better in the pitch. You could pitch your idea better. Usually you will, right?
Yeah.
Because you're more confident. When you're more confident, you're more likely to be successful. For example, in school, when you know that you've studied so much for the test, you walk into the test,
you're very confident.
I'm gonna kill this test.
Yeah.
You do it 90%, 95%. Amazing.
Yeah.
You walk into a meeting and you have no confidence, and then you don't get the business idea, or it doesn't go as you planned. Of course, it's not going to happen because you didn't have any confidence. You dress sloppy or whatever it is.
That is so true.
So fashion is such a big part of it. And always remember to dress for the occasion. Like, you go into a dinner date, don't dress in a white t-shirt and shorts and sneakers. Like, the woman is putting 3 hours of effort into her appearance to look amazing, and you're here.
I think you should say that again. Please say that again. Say that again.
This is what happens in Australia. You would walk into the Crown. The Crown is one of the biggest hotels in Australia.
Okay.
With all the expensive restaurants, fine dining. And I would walk in, I would look really nice, and I'll be on a date, and I would look around me, and all the guys are putting no effort into their appearance at all.
Yeah.
And then you'll see the woman. The woman is so glammed up. She looks like amazing, like high fashion model. And then you see the guy, you're like, what is happening here? But anyway, I just want to say, like, the occasion that you're going to, always dress for it.
Okay.
And when people notice that you always are well dressed, you think about things. When you're having a business meeting, or a potential business partner sees you on social media, they're going to think, this person is always well dressed. This person is always at the big events. This person is always in the rooms that the high value people are. This person is the person I want to do business with. For example, I've been interviewed on TV and stuff like that, and this has led to huge things. For example, I was interviewed on Chinese TV.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
Before this, I had not been to China. And this led to a lot of Chinese followers coming to me and following me. But a lot of Chinese brands love social media. So they would love to partner with me as an influencer. And before this, I didn't really have anything in the Chinese market at all.
Yeah.
Any leverage or any social status in the Chinese market. And then I was interviewed by China Central Television, which is one of the biggest media companies in the world.
Wow.
And basically, I was at a red carpet event of a film called Ninja 2, which is an animated movie. And it was at IMAX Sydney. And I got interviewed, and then I saw it on TV like a week later. And I didn't even know until a friend sent it to me, a Chinese friend. And this led to a lot of emails from Chinese brands and things like that. So, the way you dress, it will lead to media opportunities as well, like this. Because people have seen me, even at Dubai Fashion Week, like, they will come up to me and they'll ask me questions, and so they'll be like, who are you? You're very interesting. I want to capture you in content, or I want to interview you for your opinion. And they wouldn't come up to me if I was dressed like everyone else, right?
That's so true. And it's even interesting you mentioned China. So there's this TV series I just watched. It's called The Pursuit of Jade. My friends watching this are going to be mad at me now because I can't stop talking about it. But apart from the amazing script and, the storyline, the production, everything is so good. But one thing that really drew me to it is like the styling of all the cast members. Like everybody looked so good. The angle, the camera, it was just so... It literally blew up. Like, everyone across the globe now is talking about the Chinese drama, The Pursuit of Jade. And I actually put on my WhatsApp status yesterday that one thing I've learned about The Pursuit of Jade is looking good is big business. One thing I've learned about the success of the movie, looking good is big business. So you have to really pay attention to how you show up in the room. So you just mentioned China, so I remember that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about that. And
China, the way that they dress is crazy. When I went to Shanghai, everyone was dressed amazingly, and China, of course, is one of the biggest fashion capitals in the world.
Yeah,
it's not considered as a fashion capital, but I say it's a fashion capital.
It's not too. And they always dress. So I have this Chinese friend, and I was telling her that my experience in the UK and even in Dubai, every Chinese person I see, they dress so well.
Yep.
And they wear like the most expensive. I know you've told us now that you don't necessarily have to have millions to dress well, but they wear the most expensive things. I just really admire them. Honestly.
I admire they're so willing to go outside the box.
Yeah.
And dress in a way that's different. And China, Korea, Japan, these three countries I love so much because of the entertainment industry, because of the creative industry, their TVs, their movies, their fashion, the brands, the way that they consider fashion, like all the way up to here.
Yeah.
I love to see it,
Just to the next level. And also, like, speaking on the opportunities you've gotten by dressing well, I've noticed that even here in Dubai and in my country, if you dress up very well and you show up in certain places, you might not even be asked for, so there are certain events that you need like a ticket, there are bouncers and stuff, but there's a way you show up in a room that they just assume you belong there. Like, they don't even ask you certain questions. It's just like the magic of looking good, and you can look good on a budget.
This is an important point because in Dubai, there are so many big players here.
Yeah.
You don't know who you're going to meet in a day. So literally, if you dress up really nicely and you go somewhere for lunch, for example, with your friend, and then another person comes up to you, they could be a multi-millionaire, and they could be like, who are you? I want to learn more about you. This could be an investor for your brand, for your business idea. This could lead to so many things. So I tell everyone, every single day is a reason to get dressed up. You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know who you're going to see. You don't know what could happen. Yeah. And for example, there was the 1 billion followers summit a few months ago.
That was amazing.
I was there as well.
Okay.
And one day, on one of the days, one of the biggest creators in the world,
Mr. Beast.
Not Mr. Beast, Prince EA, is a motivational speaker, and this person is someone that I really aspire to be. And I watched his conference, and then the next day I saw him, and I was like, he's just standing there. I can just go up to him and talk to him. Yeah. So I went up to him and I talked to him, and I asked him, bro, I love what you do with your positivity, with how you inspire people to be the best version of themselves. And his whole concept is about mental health.
Yeah.
And going for the big opportunities. Don't settle for nothing.
Yeah.
So I asked him, can I do an interview with you, please?
Yeah.
And he was such a nice guy. He said yes. So one of the videos that I have on my Instagram is an interview with him, and we talked about dopamine dressing. And
that's so cool.
He told me he painted his house yellow because he actually loves dopamine dressing. So things like this, you don't know who you're gonna meet. You don't know what is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And a conversation like that of dopamine dressing aligns perfectly with me and who I am. And with him as well. And I never knew that he was into dopamine dressing as well.
Okay, so I do have a question before we round up on dopamine dressing. So one thing I struggle with is if I'm feeling depressed, if things are not working out the way I want, I don't want to dress up. I don't want to put on makeup. I don't want to wear heels. I just want to look as boring and just as sad as I feel on the inside. So, and I know there are so many other people like me.
Yes.
So what would you tell people like that?
Every time I'm feeling like this, I force myself to get outside of bed, put a nice outfit on, get outside in the sun.
Yeah.
And literally, I feel much better.
Okay.
And I've been in the states of depression that people have, some people have really struggled with, like rock bottom, grief. I've had my dad pass away. And, one of the worst things you can do is just be in this mindset of like, okay, I'm not going to dress up today.
Yeah.
I'm feeling really low.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get outside of my bed. No, this is going to make you worse. Honestly, it will make you worse.
Okay.
And for example, if you say, okay, I don't want to shower today, it's going to be too much effort. Do the opposite of it.
Do the opposite of that.
Because if you don't shower, it's going to make you feel even worse.
True.
So, this is easier said than done. When you're depressed, when you don't even want to get out of bed, it's a very hard thing to get outside of your bed, go into the shower, and do that. If you haven't been depressed, you wouldn't know, but if you have been depressed, you would know this.
Yeah.
But I would say there's been so many studies on how fashion and how dressing up can affect your mood. So not just dopamine dressing, but there was another study called Enclothed Cognition. And basically, the researchers realized that clothes hold meaning.
Yeah.
When you put on clothes, you're not just wearing fabric. For example, they had 2 groups and they gave both of these groups mental tasks. And for the first group, they dressed them all in a white fabric and they told them it's a doctor's coat. And they dressed another group in a painter's smock. They call it a painter's smock, which is basically to stop the paint going on the clothes, right? And basically they gave them mental tasks, and the group that had the doctor's coat had improved focus, improved performance, and less mistakes.
Wow.
And the other group had the opposite. So they found out that basically clothes hold meaning, and if you tell yourself, okay, I look amazing in this outfit, you look at yourself in the mirror before you leave the house. This is me. This is how I want to present myself to the world.
Okay.
I feel amazing in this. The rest of your day, everything will just go up from there.
Go better. Okay, so I do have a question. So there's something I've been meaning to do for a long time. I've been telling myself for the longest, I need a stylist, I need a stylist, I need a stylist. I don't want to look boring on my podcast. So I want you to rate my outfits as a professional stylist and then tell me what you think I should improve on. And I mean, it could be everything from like hairstyle, color, and whatever. So like, this is a technology podcast, but I want it to be like I want like edgy corporate, not too heavy on the corporate side, and a bit soft because I'm female, but also edgy because I love fashion. So,
okay, first of all, I've got to say, the face card is on point.
Oh, thank you.
Face card is on point. The
That's
hair.
the best thing I've heard today.
I don't think change the hair at all. I think this hair really suits you.
Okay, thank you.
But I would just say, I don't think you're wearing earrings, right?
No, I'm not wearing jewelry.
I would say, put on a little bit of jewelry. So maybe a dainty necklace, like a slight necklace, minimal necklace.
Okay.
Little bit of earrings. I always recommend women to wear earrings. I always recommend women to wear earrings.
I usually always do, but the reason why I did it, so like I have some stones, beads on my dress, and I'm like, I couldn't, all my jewelry are so big, I'm like, it wouldn't really suit it. So I'm like, okay, I'll just show up.
So one thing that's really good is to always have a really like minimal pair of earrings, either silver or gold. Usually I tell clients to wear silver because silver is good for every occasion. Gold is not always good for every occasion. Like I wouldn't wear gold to a business meeting, for example, and usually not too much jewelry to a business meeting anyway. Usually just a watch or like a ring or something. But earrings are okay in every corporate setting, but it has to be minimal. It can't be like a huge dangly necklace or some dangly earring. So I would say earrings first of all, just minimal. And also a minimal necklace, dainty minimal necklace. Maybe a watch because it's tech. I would say maybe an Apple Watch. Or
that's a good one.
Usually because as I said before, dress for the occasion. And a lot of people in tech wear a smartwatch. Something I've noticed, even with some of my clients in the tech field. They always have the smartwatch. They don't usually have Rolex or things like that. They usually have a smartwatch like Apple or Samsung or there's a Chinese one also very popular. I can't remember the name, but something like that. I would say Apple Watch would work perfectly. Or otherwise, a very minimal silver watch. And that would be perfect. And I would say not a bangle, not anything like that. Just a watch, maybe one ring. And otherwise, I like the outfit. I love the shoes.
Thank you.
And the nail polish is perfect. So. I would say don't wear sunglasses because you're the host. They're gonna see your eyes. But for me, I can wear sunglasses.
I've thought about that before. I'm like, should I wear sunglasses?
I mean, you could. Technically, today you could have because it's a fashion kind of oriented thing. But I think don't wear sunglasses because usually for the host, you want to see the full emotion, right?
True.
But I love the outfit. I love this this pearl kind of. This is cool.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so my final question, can you please tell us what you're wearing and the inspiration behind your outfit, your hair, the color and everything? I went through your socials. Your style is impeccable, especially there's one I saw with like the red beret, so good. So please tell us what you're wearing and the inspiration behind everything.
So basically what I love to wear is things that most people do not like to wear. And this shirt, first of all, it's very good for the weather It's see-through. It's crochet. So the details of this is actually like amazing how they stitched it together and everything. But you know, in Dubai, you technically usually want to be more modest in your fashion sense.
True.
So if I wore this right now, you would see my
yeah.
you would see my nipples and everything like
Yeah.
that. And basically, when you travel to a country, for example, you should adhere to their rules and regulations.
So true.
If I was at a beach club, it would be fine to just wear this by itself. But
Yeah.
I had a lot of meetings today. I'm on a podcast now. I put the white t-shirt underneath because I wanted to make it more modest, to make it... It also makes it a layer as well. So it adds interest to the outfit.
Okay.
And the weather is quite hot right now. So that's why this outfit is perfect. I feel very breathable. I feel
What about
amazing
the
right
color?
now. The color,
Yeah.
today I wanted to wear blue. Yesterday I wore pink.
Oh, okay.
Blue, I love blue because blue can sense many different emotions. It can evoke many emotions. Blue is mainly used to calm. When you go to a beach and you see the waves crashing, it actually calms your brain down. Subconsciously, most people don't realize this, but that's why when you go to a beach, you feel so relaxed.
Yeah.
When you're at a pool, you see the blue water, you
Yeah.
feel so relaxed because the color blue evokes this. Even when
Okay.
you look at the sky is blue. So color is also, I didn't talk about this before, but color, it leads to different emotions. And, you know, if you wear white signals innocence, it signals rebirth, it signals things like this.
Yeah.
And it also signals like renewal as well. So white is actually one of the best colors for women, I would say.
Oh, thank
Women
you.
just look so classy when they wear white,
Yeah.
always.
Okay.
And
And lastly, your hair.
My hair.
Blonde hair. I like it.
I love to have different kind of hairstyle because I feel like hair changes your whole face shape.
It does.
Yeah. So I would say for men and women, focus a lot on your hair and your grooming.
Okay.
Your haircut should always be on point, guys. Always. Your beard should always be trimmed. It should always be kept.
Yeah.
You never want your beard to go like crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because it can change your face shape, and
Okay.
it can change the way others look at you. When you see someone that doesn't even care about their beard or their hair, you think that, okay, this person does not put attention to who they are.
Yeah.
They're not going to put attention into business. This is what humans are thinking subconsciously.
Yeah.
Humans are very judgmental people. We all are, even me. I look
Yeah.
at someone's outfit and I'm thinking certain things. I'm not thinking
Yeah.
negative things because, you know, I'm a very open person, very
Yeah.
welcoming person. And as a fashion stylist, I understand many people have many insecurities.
Yeah.
But when we see someone that doesn't care about their hairstyle, doesn't care about their beard, and they walk into a corporate setting, like,
It's just saying it.
you got to do the bare minimum. The
Yeah.
bare minimum is to have a haircut at least every 2 weeks,
Yeah.
at least, as a man.
Yeah.
And always, if you don't want to have your beard trimmed every week or whatever it is, just shave it off then. Just go clean shaven. If you can't even put the effort into it,
Yeah.
just do that instead.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure having you on the podcast.
It's been amazing to talk
Thank
to you,
so
and the
much
time
for
went so
being here.
fast.
Yeah, time went it flew so fast.
I know, it's the first time of us meeting as
I
well.
really wish we could keep this on,
I
but
know, I
maybe
wish
I would
we
have you
could.
on the show another
Yeah,
time
for
to
sure.
like have a part 2.
It was
of
such a
this.
pleasure, like,
Yeah,
honestly.
but thank you so much.
Thank you.
So thank you guys for watching to the end of the show. And before I wrap up, I want to give a shout out to On Air Podcast Studio at TCOM Dubai for making this conversation possible today. Please don't forget to subscribe. I found that 75% of you who watch the show are not subscribed. So please subscribe.
Please subscribe. Support the channel.
Thank you. Bye.